Yeah, people. So, extra thing right on my brain. Uh, fun bullshit. Anyways, political bull crap. So, apparently, there, whatever you want to call it, voter initiative amendment or some bull crap. I don't know how this got in there. But anyways, so they didn't get 4 and 5 to pass, so they are now trying this new uh, one where they are wanting to still try to get rid of the income tax. Now, listen, I have no problem with them really want to get rid of the income tax. That's fine if they do it in a right, sensible manner. The thing is, most people don't pay an arm and leg into state taxes anyways, other than our sales tax and what have you. But it's not like the federal where you wind up at the end of the year for somebody that makes maybe $60,000 a year, you wind up paying into the Uncle Sam's till maybe 3, 4 grand, something like that. I don't know off the top of my head because I don't pay attention really too much at the end of the year when I hand the paperwork to the tax preparer. But anyways, in Missouri, you only like 60K. You may only give them what 600 to 900 or something like that. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind having 600 to $900 in my pocket so they give it to them. But in the end of the day, as long as you're not doing something that's going to cause the elderly to suffer because of your stupidity thinking, oh yeah, I'm getting rid of this. So anyway, from my understanding of Amendment 7, is that instead of relying on the sales tax generation growth, that 5 was one, if I remember correctly, either 5 or 4. But anyways, instead of relying on a sales tax, they're going to try and rely on stock market, Wall Street. So as long as Wall Street is doing awesome and they're getting a return from this, great. Then they're funding programs. And if Wall Street doesn't have a great whatever time, then according to the rules as a safety guard to keep programs working, they reactivate the income tax to make up the gap. So at one moment you're not paying nothing in, to another moment you never know without them saying, hey, by the way, get ready, they're revoking the income tax. There's only one thing about it. It's either that they can't touch it, that any money placed in there it will stay there. They're not going to be able to get their hands on it. How the hell did that work with Social Security? How did they end up barring against Social Security and making and draining the shit out of it to where they're now saying by 2033 they need more funding going into it? The whole program was designed that those paying in will end up keeping it funded. So something is not right. And from what I always heard from my dad saying is that the government stole from it. How did the government steal from it when they wasn't supposed to? Apparently they done. And not just my dad said, but almost everybody has said this. So pretty much that means Uncle Sam has the ways to reward shit to say, hey, by the way, we're doing this. Hope you don't mind. So basically, what it is, like, if you ever look at any laws that says, hey, by the way, there's changing this or re-amending it or whatever, basically what that is saying is that Congress can always draft up some fucking bill Just like they did when they did away with our sick leave, where they can just go in and modify the text. Strike this out and replace the text with this. So basically what they can do is Congress can go in and modify the wording of said bill and say, hey, no, we are going to do this. And it's simple as that. That's all it is. So there's no safety guard on this to keep them from doing that. Well, yeah, it sounds great and awesome. Wall Street runs fucking rampant with this, and as long as Missouri, whoever's putting money into this still knows what they're doing, great. Although it's going to take 4 to 5 years to funnel that much money into it before Missouri sees anything, that's a start. But the thing is, there's no safety guard to keep somebody from Congress saying, hey, there's a couple $1 billion sitting here. Why don't we just rob that and bring back the income tax and make them suffer? That's all I have.